Director for National Grid. I am also a former board member of the Boys and Girls Club, and I am also a former club kid. A big pleasure to welcome all of you here today, but a special thank you and welcome to some of my little friends. Today is about you all, right? It's not about the adults in the room. Our only objective as the adults in the room are to support you. So when you turn around and you look, you're going to see all of us standing behind you, all right? So that's what today is about, and it's about our commitment to this community, about National Grid's commitment to this community, about the Boeheims' commitment to this community, about the Dreschers' commitment to this community, and all of you who support boys and girls every day. It's about the unbelievable team and staff that make it happen every day with kids and for kids. It's about our elected officials. And I believe we have representatives here today from Senator Valesky's office, as well as Assemblyman Roberts' office. Can you wave as well? Thank you. Let me tell you a little something about the Adopt a Club, and then I'm going to turn it over to our dais. This Adopt a Club concept really came alive through a discussion that we had with Coach Boeheim, Coach and Juli Boeheim, about how we might be able to partner to do things on behalf of children, and in particular on one of my favorite places in the universe, the Boys and Girls Club, how we might be able to partner, and partner in a meaningful way. And so our conversations originally began around how we adopt each gymnasium, and the 3 standalone clubs. And then it began to morph because we began to understand that we have to do even more than fix the facility. We had to talk about how we grow programs and how we expand programs, because we know the lifeblood of what happens in our community are the little people that are sitting on the floor. So what role could we play in that? What role could National Grid, the Dreschers, as well as the Boeheims play in the development of young people? And so we created this concept of Adopt a Club. So it's a full wraparound of services. It's about volunteering. It's about bringing talent in to meet talent. It's about facilities. It's about how we use technology. And how do we use technology to make our world a better place and to make our clubs run efficiently and safely. It's really about how we look at this club from start to finish. It is about a holistic approach. It is not one thing that we want to do. There are multiple things that we will do. And it's about how we prepare the next generation to stand up in front of you, to talk about how they might change or improve the world. So National Grid is so thrilled and pleased to be a part of this and a part of this partnership. And it's our commitment to be right here in this community to help anchor this facility and all of the facilities across the upstate footprint. How do we do that? And it's with partners like this. But without further ado, let me first ask the president of New York for National Grid to come up to say a few words. Ken?
Great, thanks, Melanie, and good afternoon. As Melanie said, this actually started a year ago when we had a conversation with Coach Boeheim, and I learned very quickly you can't say no to the coach. And we said a big yes, and we said we'd love to do something around energy. So normally I'd come here and talk to you about energy, and we are doing lots of things around energy together. But today, I think, as Melanie said, it's about the kids and it's about the future. I had the opportunity 25 years ago to join the company, so I'm class of 1988, and I was blessed to have opportunities, and that's how I got here. And In the back row, we have our class of 2013. If you guys wave, with a couple of our interns. And they're going to run the company for the next 25 years, I assure you. But we worry about what happens beyond that. Who is the class of 2025? And we want them to be the folks who are in this room. And that's really what this program is about. It's giving all of you the same opportunities that I had when I was growing up in Brooklyn, that our interns have had. And it's really about creating role models. And I would say to you, when someone asks you, what do you want to be when you grow up? You have your role model right here, one of your graduates, Miss Melanie Littlejohn. So we're delighted to do this. It's about giving all you guys opportunities. It's about creating the future, and we are very, very excited about this partnership and look to do more and more of it as we go forward. So we like this program so much that not only do you have the president of New York for National Grid, we flew over a special guest all the way from London. He's the president of the whole National Grid. He's actually the chief executive, and he wanted to just spend a few minutes and tell you how important this program is to all of us at National Grid. So, Steve.
Slight exaggeration, but not slight, especially just for this one event, I'm ashamed to say. I just want to say a few words, because Melanie and Ken have said it all. It is about the kids, our future, actually. We have a couple of things in our DNA in National Grid that we care about. We care about the communities in which we live in and which we work in. And we do that because we're not a factory that can pick up and move anywhere. We're here forever. Our business is here. We're here forever. All of our employees live in the communities in which we work in. And we're determined to be a business that really is linked in with our communities. We have an absolute passion about the future generation and a huge concern, actually, about what's going to waste already. That kids don't get enough guidance, enough advice, don't make the right choices in their lives, and we're in danger of disappointing a generation, actually, with not giving them enough guidance and encouragement. And this is exactly what this program is all about. And the third thing, which is very specialist to National Grid, and not at all ashamed, it's about science, technology, engineering, and maths. So a lot of the work we'll do with kids, even though we want to get people in here volunteering, a lot of sports coach as well, we'll always be trying to encourage kids to think about the sciences and about maths and engineering, because we need to employ lots of exciting young people in the future. So our chance to inject a little bit of passion and enthusiasm into people really young, we know makes all the difference. And I'm really excited about this. It's a fantastic partnership. I'm looking forward to seeing its success in the next few years.
Do I need to say much more? Coach has a heart for this community, if we haven't figured that out yet. And certainly it's been a pleasure to partner with both Juli and Jim Boeheim. Coach?
Thank you. I'm so excited today. This is a great day for me. Because when I first talked to Melanie and to the New York chairman here, I waited 10 seconds to ask him to come and help us, which is probably a record for me. And I think when you see what National Grid has done to take this on, the first company in this city, in this area, to do something like this, I think it says a lot about the company and the people in the company, that they're willing to take on this kind of project. Because it's not just about the money, it's about the whole picture. And as National Grid helps us to renovate some things, get some things that are needed here in terms of programs, then our foundation will be able to do things in terms of helping programming. And I think as we do that, then there'll be other community organizations and foundations that will put money back into the Boys and Girls Clubs in Syracuse. And that's really the goal in the long run. And we want to have the kids that do well in this club come up to our practices, meet CJ Fair, meet some of the players, see how what they do. And what the chairman just said about, I talked to our camp today to 400 kids, and the main point of the talk wasn't about basketball, but what are you doing in school? How are you doing in school? Because that's really what's important. So not just to you kids, but to my kids, my players. Because they're going to play basketball, but sometime they're going to be done. And we want them to be prepared like we want you to be prepared to go ahead, because it can be done. But I think in the community, what Julie and I want to do is to show people that if we get involved, then we can make a difference. And that's what we're trying to do. And I'm so thankful for Dress Your Family for helping us, as you'll hear from them in a minute, and but really National Grid to step up to the plate and do this. A lot of times companies that are home offices outside of Syracuse don't want to really help us. You know, they're more concerned about where they are, and I can understand it. But National Grid isn't like that. They decided to come in here and help us. And to have their two top people here says a lot about the kind of commitment that they're going to make, willing to make, and we're going to match that commitment, and we're going to find other people in this community, because of their leadership, that are going to come in and really make a difference with the Boys and Girls Club in this city and the kids in this city, and we're going to produce kids that we're going to be really proud of, as we are now, of the people that have been produced, but even more kids that can be produced. So I just thank National Grid from right here, and I've been here for 50 years, and to me this is the biggest movement that a company has made to help kids in this city. And I'm just grateful for that. I'm proud to be part of this, and it's great to be here today. And kids, I'll be back, and I want you to come up and see us at the university, and come to practice, and come to some games, okay? Thank you.
And, you know, the organization, and thank you, Coach, and if, you know, I don't know if any former club kids could meet Carmelo Anthony, they would absolutely be happy about that.
I don't get to see him.
This organization is also run by some amazing, committed people that I sat with for almost 18 years when I rolled off the board of directors here. And so I understand their commitment, and they bleed Boys and Girls Club. And one such person is Katie Centinella, who is the chair of the board. Katie?
Thank you, Melanie. I'm so thrilled to be here representing the Boys and Girls Club. I'm not here alone. In addition to sort of speaking for our kids, who look great today, several board members are here with me, past ones, like Melanie, like recently off our board, Rob Ganley and Nancy Smith. Bill Harper's here, Rob Roberge. We have a great support on this board, and I'm thrilled to be able to have the opportunity to sort of speak for them on this great gift and this great opportunity. The Boys and Girls Club of Syracuse has been here for 121 years. You know, and in that time, we've served 1,000 kids on a daily basis in 4 facilities located really in the neighborhoods that need us the most, where the need is the greatest, including this facility here on East Fayette Street. And we're happy to be here, and we're so excited to be able to be the first club for the Adopt a Club program. There's great need here. These facilities look great, smell great, and they're going to look great, even better. They're going to be filled with more kids. They're going to be safe. They're going to be energy efficient. And we couldn't be happier for this program, for this opportunity. And there is a great need for us here. You know, 5 out of every 10 children in this community live in poverty. Almost 50% of our kids aren't graduating from high school. Our clubs serve as a solution, are part of the solution to that problem, and we're so thrilled to be making such a big step forward in providing sort of the space for those children to really develop. I stand here as the board chair, but it's not just our board that has really made the clubs what they are today. It's through the support of other funders in our community. You know, the Boeheim Foundation and the Boeheims have been supporters of us for a long time. And so has the Community Foundation, and Peter Dunn is here, the Gifford Foundation, Lindsay McCluskey is here, the United Way, Frank Lazarski, thank you, and the Salvation Army, Linda Wright, Captain Luby and his wife, Major Luby, also brand new officers of the Salvation Army. The support of the Salvation Army is likewise critical in maintaining our facilities as they are. And we also have brought in a national figure for this day, Jean Bailey, who is the National Association's Director of Organizational Development. The national organization is likewise thrilled to really have Syracuse be a part of this very innovative and very exciting Adopt-A-Club program. This Adopt-A-Club program means so much to our clubs. In addition to the facilities upgrades, which will be huge, adding the component of education around science and math and technology is so exciting to us. Our programs, we love them. We think that they're excellent. They can always use additions, especially in those areas. So we're thrilled to have that as a component. We're also thrilled for the volunteer aspect, the mentoring, having the expertise of these volunteers really with one-on-one assistance to these kids. It's really immeasurable, and we're so thrilled by that. And really, we thank National Grid, we thank the Boeheim Foundation, Warner Energies, and the Dreschers for what is an outstanding program that not only will provide great facilities, but will help 1,000 kids on a daily basis, in and out, year after year. There couldn't be a better program or a better vision. Thank you.
Technology, and we think about what will happen in this building, it was a natural partnership to go to Warner Energies as a partner. And so I invite Paul Drescher up to the podium to really talk about a part of what this partnership means to you and not only yourself, but your company as well.
I'll start out with a question. Who read the morning paper? We have a few hands. There was an article in the morning paper from the IEC, the International Energy Commission. By 2016, renewable energy is going to be the second largest fuel. By 2018, it's going to be 25% of what the world uses. We're more than happy and we're delighted to be a partner in this project. Our goal is to have solar panels on the roof with a screen that these young people can learn what solar is about, that they can play it forward, if you will. And we find it innovative, we find it exciting, we find it everything we want to be. You look at, I think back to when we went to see the Dalai Lama at the Dome. And the Dalai Lama said, change starts with one person, and one person tells 5, and 5 tell 50. I look at it that National Grid was that one person. You're the one person the Dalai Lama was talking about. The Boeheims are the 5. We're in the 50. I just want to read one, actually, Jim Boeheim will appreciate this. I learned this quote golfing the other day. And it's a quote by Henry Ford. It's a three-sentence quote, but it's so profound. Coming together is a beginning. Keeping together is a process. Working together is success. We see this as success. And Warner Energy thanks you for the opportunity to do this. Thank you.
So, you've met Team Cuse, the other Team Cuse. This is who we are. And we are so terribly, terribly excited about it, and we look forward to it. National Grid will commit $100,000 to make this happen, and that's just the monetary piece. One of the folks right here in the room, Dr. Mary Reedy, will help design the curriculum that will help support some of the education piece. And people that are standing in the room, whether it's Linda or Anita or John or any one of our National Grid team, they're mentors, they're readers, they're tutors. So you're seeing the heart of who we are. So certainly on behalf of National Grid, Steve, Ken, and on behalf of the Jim and Julie Boeheim Foundation, Warner Energies and the Board of Directors. Certainly, we thank you all. We thank each and every one of you, and we look forward to the future. Thank you.